Deion Sanders Jr. suffered a significant blow to his pocket for supporting his brother Shedeur. They say blood is thicker than water, and Deion "Bucky" Sanders Jr. just proved that family always comes first, even if it hits your wallet hard. While the eldest son of NFL legend Deion Sanders typically stays behind the camera, his love and support for his younger brothers, Shedeur and Shiloh, has never been more visible or more expensive. The 2025 NFL Draft was anything but a fairy tale for the Sanders brothers. Once projected as a top 5 pick, Shedeur shockingly slid to number 144 overall, ultimately drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, Shiloh wasn't selected at all and signed as an undrafted free agent with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Through it all, Big Brother Bucky was there broadcasting the roller coaster experience on social media and standing by their side with unwavering support. But being there for his family cost him more than just sleep. It nearly drained his pockets. "God damn, I might have to switch my room." In the July 17th episode of the DeKeith Scoop podcast, Bucky opened up about the emotional and financial toll of the draft weekend. Sitting in a hotel room with Shedeur after a devastating first-round snub, Bucky said the two stayed up talking until 5 a.m. "I had to extend my hotel room 2 to 3 more days," he recalled. "And it's like about $1,300 a night. I said, God damn. God, I might have to switch my room." Thankfully, Shedeur's slide finally ended when the Browns picked him up in the 5th round just in time for Bucky to stop the bleeding on his sky-high hotel bill. No regrets for Bucky, just gratitude. Despite the jaw-dropping cost, Bucky said the experience was priceless. "It was a blessing seeing everybody win, even people we don't know," he shared. "It ain't no beef with nobody." His words and his actions reflect the tight-knit, loving family culture Coach Prime has built and proudly spoken about for years. And if a few $1,000s is the price for showing up for your brother when he needs you most, well, for Bucky Sanders, that's money well spent. In the glimmering chaos of college football, where dreams are broadcast live and futures forged on turf and television, loyalty still has a price. Deion Sanders Jr. knew this. He understood that supporting someone in the public meant sometimes stepping into the crosshairs yourself. But when it came to his younger brother, Shedeur Sanders, quarterback prodigy, heir to a football dynasty, no price seemed too steep. Until now. It began with a moment of fire, not uncommon in the high-stakes world of Division I athletics. Colorado had just suffered a bitter loss, and critics swarmed like flies on spoiled meat. Shedeur was being torn apart by pundits, fans, and online trolls alike, labeled everything from overrated to entitled. To Deion Jr., that wasn't just noise, it was disrespect. Not just to his brother, but to the entire Sanders name. So Deion Jr. did what any big brother with a platform, a brand, and an unfiltered mouth might do. He spoke up. No, he roared. In an Instagram live stream that quickly went viral, Deion Jr. clapped back at critics with the fury of a sibling scorned. He defended Shedeur with heat, passion, and unfortunately, a few choice words that weren't exactly family-friendly. He called out media personalities by name, dismissed reporters as clout chasers, and in one particularly controversial moment, implied that a few of the college's sponsors weren't doing enough to support Black excellence. The video reached 1 million views in 24 hours. Supporters praised his loyalty. Critics accused him of fanning flames in an already volatile environment. The fallout? Fast and expensive. Almost overnight, deals started slipping away. Deion Jr., known for his streetwear brand, Well Off Forever, and his savvy marketing tied to the family legacy, saw 3 major sponsorships vanish. One shoe brand, citing a breach of professional conduct, pulled a 6-figure endorsement. A media content partnership paused indefinitely. Even a podcast opportunity with a national sports network was quietly shelved. The total financial hit? Rumors swirled that it was upwards of $250,000. But when asked about it in an interview days later, Deion Jr. just smiled and shrugged. Money comes and goes. My brother's name? That stays forever. It wasn't just a soundbite. To understand Deion Jr.'s decision, you had to understand the roots of the Sanders family tree. Loyalty wasn't optional. Their father, Deion Primetime Sanders, had raised them not just to shine on the field but to stand tall off of it, even if it meant standing alone. People think I did it to go viral, Deion Jr. later explained. I did it because I was watching the world treat my brother like a villain for losing a football game. Y'all don't know the pressure he's under. You don't know the nights we don't sleep. It wasn't all fallout. Shedeur, typically quiet in the media, posted a rare story thanking his brother. "Real 14L," he wrote, a nod to the unbreakable bond between them. Still, as the smoke cleared, questions lingered. Was it worth it? Had Deion Jr.'s passionate defense helped or hurt the Sanders brand? Some insiders whispered that his actions could strain relations between the family and the university's administration. Others saw it as a bold move, proof that the Sanders boys were more than media-trained mannequins. What no one could deny was that it marked a turning point. In the weeks that followed, Deion Jr. pivoted. He leaned into independent content creation, launching a new YouTube series titled Bloodline, Behind the Prime. It showcased raw, uncut family moments, practices, dinners, arguments, healing. He even included footage of that now infamous livestream, unedited. The first episode hit 1 million views in 2 days. While sponsorships had dried up, audience loyalty surged. People were no longer just watching Shedeur's throws or Coach Prime's pep talks. They were witnessing the real-time evolution of a family fighting to protect its own. And in that chaos, Deion Jr. found clarity. "The world will put a price tag on everything," he said in the second episode, standing on a snowy Colorado sideline. "But you can't invoice love. You can't tax loyalty." In a landscape where loyalty is often lip service and PR teams scrub every syllable, Deion Jr. chose the harder path, the unfiltered one. He paid the price. But in doing so, he reminded the world that in a sport obsessed with wins and stats, there's still room for something deeper. Brotherhood.